A California couple who lost their home in the Palisades Fire less than a month ago is calling Transylvania County home for the time being.
They sat down with News 13's Justin Berger, recounting the ordeal of living through two extraordinary disasters. It's a story you'll only see on News 13.
We really like this house, so
be here when we get back.
I was convinced we'd be back. And I had a number of like my grandfather's watches like in my hand, and I was like, I don't need this in the next few days. I'll be back in a few days. I just put it back down. And
Sarah and Benjamin Treger evacuated their Palisades home with their 2 kids and dogs when the order was given. Tucked several blocks from the mountains in the Alphabet Streets neighborhood, Benjamin, a lifelong Californian, says he didn't expect the flames to make it down. They did.
This is our house.
this is us going to our house.
Like, that's our house.
That's my car that I loved.
It doesn't feel real. It feels like you're watching a movie or something.
Yeah.
They went through the rubble.
There is an overwhelming, need almost to see your home burned to the ground, to
I had to see
to
it with my
know.
own eyes.
Days later, they were on a flight to Asheville. Sarah lived in the area for almost a decade.
I always say Pisgah has my heart, and then went to Brevard College to be near the forest.
The Tregers bought a home nearby 2 years ago.
We looked at each other and we're like, what are these are two small, very specific areas, and it's very surreal that we're connected deeply to both.
A week after Helene hit, they were here, checking on their home and to be there for friends. Luckily, a small landslide was the only damage to their property following recent tree removals.
And then the trees we had cut down were right up there. There were 2 big pines that were dead and leaning this way.
So they would have taken out this area.
Their oldest, almost 2 years old, is just fine with the cross-country move and his new preschool.
They let us in even though they were full because they heard about our situation. He calls it forest school, and he goes every day he wakes up, he's like, forest school. So he's having a blast.
They've seen the destruction in Asheville's River Arts District and Biltmore Village. They've walked through the rubble of their family home.
At a certain point, you're just like, nature is powerful.
Yeah.
It's humbling, very humbling.
The Tregers plan to return to California, but there is no timeline. They have had good moments and bad.
Pretty quickly, we moved to just focusing on the things we have to be grateful for, and we had a place to come here. And not just like a house, like a community.
They choose to be optimistic. Justin Berger, News 13.